Hey everyone, it is Kai, and today we are gonna look at something that we don't normally look at, and that is local results. Now, normally I don't look at local results because they're just local tournaments, right? They're just like, it could be anything. Anything could happen at a local tournament. Anything could win. You could have like 2 people show up and you win with like the worst deck ever. I don't know, what's the worst deck ever right now? But anyway, so anything could happen. But last week, Divine Lightning Radiance got released, and people want to see decks, right? People want to see the new stuff. And you have people asking, hey Kai, can you show me a Genesis deck? Can you show me a Narukami deck? And I'm like, oh, could. And sure, there were some big tournaments that featured the new set last week, like a lot of VMC qualifiers. But all they showed was Gurguit. All they showed was Gurguit. So instead of just seeing Gurguit, we're going to see some Gurguit, of course, but we're going to go through some local results, see what people have been playing. Sure, you don't have to take them very seriously, but at least they can give you some ideas on where to approach the deck, how to go forward building the deck, and maybe we can see some interesting stuff. Otherwise, yeah, just play Gurguit, right? So let's get started. I'm not gonna go as extensive as how Seiji normally does it. But we're just going to go quickly through like 2 crit, and just hopefully we'll see a lot of lists that we like. So firstly, we have Eve Love from Korea. Pretty well-known name by now. He is playing a very standard Gurguit list. What is interesting here is that there is no Belengaria, so less countercharge, but overall just a very standard build. Percival, Gurguit, Sagamore. He's running like Paramours and Jeffries. So yeah, very standard. He's running fronts here, so it's a front build, and just overall, I think it's just, yeah, very standard, right? This is basically the deck you think of when you first approach probably Gurguit. He was also in second place at the tournament that they had was Big Belly. So Big Belly is actually kind of interesting because at first when Big Belly was shown, people were like, oh, Big Belly seems pretty overpowered, top tier, best deck in the format for Great Nature. Isabel can go in the trash can. But after the set got released, or after testing, people realized Big Belly in Standard is not very good, right? You don't really get that much advantage. You don't hit that high of a number. Success 20k is actually very annoying. I would rather pick that Isabel from the trash can and then build Isabel instead, because she hits huge numbers. All her power lines, well, at least one power line is super big with Sentinel Restrict. So yeah, that's a pretty good deck. So everyone migrated back to the Isabel engine. But here we have Big Belly again, and not much to say. Not much to say about it. It's Big Belly, and Hamsky engine there, blah blah blah. It's running some fronts, run some crits, so kind of rainbow build. So yeah, just pretty normal Big Belly. Moving on, let's see some new stuff, some more Gurguits. Now, this is actually a Gurguit list that I'm very interested in, and I actually like. Right? I really like this list because you can see here he's replaced the Jeffries that always misses. Right? Your Jeffrey top 7 surge always misses. Okay, he's replaced it with an Ezel engine, and he's running 1 Ezel. So what this lets you do, like, this actually just kind of works through the deck naturally. Well, not really naturally, because these kind of become kind of dead later on. But because you're running Wonder Ezel, you have a superior ride engine. So if you go first, you can superior ride early and then get into massive, like, 1 to 3 Excel Circle jump while they're on, like, 2, etc. So you jump early, and then you can kind of snowball really, really hard from there. So maybe this is like the next evolution of Gurguit that I want to see. And a lot of people who played Gurguit this last weekend just played a very standard build, and I think people still play the safe, standard, consistent build, but this feels like sacrificing some sort of consistency for just a bit more high roll, right? So I definitely think this is actually very interesting and something that people can try. This one runs Paramours. Maybe you want to run less Paramours. I don't know. People are still figuring out the ratio of counter charges to non-counter charges that you need. So if you don't need that many counter charges, then Paramour is the way, right? So that's it. There was only 6 people at this tournament though, so bear that in mind. But well, as we said before, it's locals. So moving on, we have an Angel Feather deck. This is a Gavriel deck, and again, this is runs hospitals. So I think we've seen this kind of build quite a lot. 4 Hamiels and 2 hospitals, and this one he's running Zyme here just for extra power and retire. But the rest of it is just pretty standard. These 5 not counter charges, soul charges to just gain soul, because this deck does use a decent amount of soul. He's only running 7 crit though, it seems. No, 8 crit. This is the 8 crit at least, or maybe it's 9 crit. I think it's 9 crit, right? Can't really see the numbers. I think it's 9 crit. So this is like a 15k, right? So yeah, 9 crit. So slightly heavier crit count, but overall this is kind of kind of the go-to Gabriel deck that we kind of seen already, right? Only three grade 3 searchers. Okay, pretty interesting. Actually, he's not running the grade 1 rescue, right? He's running this dude. Is it helpful intendant? Yeah, he's running that one instead of the grade 1 rescue engine or fake rescue engine. So that's okay. Maybe just one less drive check. All right. Moving on, we have Fenrir. All right. So a lot of people have been saying, seeing a lot of astral poets, but here we have Fenrir. And now I know some people are talking about the Melissa engine or Melissa build, where you kind of deck people out, but this guy's just running a straight up Regalia deck, and 4 Fenrir, 3 Vanguard or whatever it's called. It's got the Regalia that restands Vanguard kind of thing. So yeah, just pretty standard. Like, people rate Fenrir low, right? They go, oh, Fenrir is not very strong compared to the Astral Poet stuff, but if you run the gimmick Fenrir, then it's really good. But this one's got no gimmicks. This is just straight up bash face and hopefully take names. And he's got some really nice critical dice. So yeah, he's got 12 crit as well. So he's kind of going YOLO. And with some of the cards that you play, you definitely can commit very early and push, right? Lastly, we've got a God Hand deck. Weird. Some guy still on the God Hand. All right. Yeah. Surprise. God Hand. Is he running any new cards? Oh, it's got some Mecha Battlers here. That's kind of about it, right? Sick. Okay, moving on, we have an Eradicator deck. Sure. I don't know. I think Eradicator sucks, but you can win. Anything can win at locals. He's just running Gauntlets. He's running Descendant, and yeah, all the new Eradicator stuff. Got some 2 Chos. Whatever floats your boat. Next one, we have No Seal. All right, No Seal. Pretty much most of the No Seal stuff. No Seal uses a lot of soul though, but he's running 4 Scaling Angel, which kind of helps that out. He's running 8 draws because drawing is good, and he's got this interesting card. This is just like a Counterblast 3. I think it's heal 3, and then put 3 cards from the drop zone into your damage zone. So ideally, you can get back No Seals that got healed or got sent to the drop zone. Just put them in there, and then just kind of make your damage zone look nice and full of No Seals. But otherwise, yeah, this is basically No Seal. I think this is a correct build. More draws, just I think the 8 draws are correct, just because you're very aggressive, and sure, if you're aggressive, you like crits, but also you like drawing stuff to get your combo, and getting combo with this deck is really strong just because you get the 6 attacks. So yeah, it's a nice mix between, you can play No Seal or you can play Gabriel, depends up to you. I think No Seal is just way more cheaper, so if you're on that route, then go for the No Seal. Here we have Valkyrian. We've got the Astral Poet deck. This is I know we saw another Astral Poet deck in the WGP that were like 16 grade 3 plus. I think this is much more stable, at least, because you're on 10 grade 3s and then 4 of the Valkyrian. You still got the Decay, you got your Atlas, you got I think it's the Ride Chain. So overall, I think it's just a standard Astral Poet build that you just see on like first instinct. When you go, I want to build a new Astral Poet, this is basically what you go to, and the flex slot is just like, it's probably this. This is the one that gets power for each force marker. Next, we have another Astral Poet build. Oh no, wait. Not Astral Poet. This is a Fenrir build with Vanguard, but he's running like 1 Uranus. Okay. Similar to kind of the other Fenrir deck, he's running 12 crits. Is this even the same? No, it's not the same. This guy running Mystique, right? Hang on. Let's go back. Where is Mr. Fenrir? Yeah, this is a different build. So yeah. Let's go back. So yeah, different build. Fenrir taking names. Probably one of the cheaper decks to build, including the VR. So yeah, this isn't running any special Melissa deck. Just an aggro, just a very aggro deck. Crits, 12 crits, and yeah, pretty cool. Next, he goes. Okay, so the comment here is he goes Force 2, and then he runs 12 critical. So I guess you can control damage really early or push damage really early if needed. But where do you get the power from? That's the real question. Where's the power coming from? Yeah. All right. Next, I guess. Yeah. All right. Next we have Isabel. So Isabel doing well. We've got this is the standard build. Is on 8 crit though. Normally I see a lot of people run 12 crit instead of 8 crit. It's a new PR as well. There's this PR that counter charges and soul charges. I know some people say you don't really need it, but maybe not. Next we have Aquaforce. Aquaforce, alright, it's cool. Yeah. Not much to say. It's Lambros. I know people have been going, hey dudes, why doesn't anyone like Thavis, Lambros? You know, everyone's saying it's crap, and I don't think it's that great, but look, if you want to play casually, it's fine. It's a fine deck. Just build it, enjoy yourself, have fun. So, interesting. He's got, I think it's a 4 Vanquisher, 3 full Bronzo, 3 Jaggy shots. Is this Rock Climb? 3 Rock Climb. This is the new Eradicator. Only 3 Chatura. Pretty interesting. And then there's no more. He's got 4 Phoenix. Is that a Demolition Dragon? That's an interesting card to put in. I think this is the new card. This is the new is it Bajan replacement? So yeah. Just a pretty standard full Bronto list, nothing really special. 6 draw, 6 crit. Or is that a... Yeah, no, 6 draw, 6 crit. Or is... I think it's maybe 7 crit, because this is the... It looks like it's a 30k crit. Is it a 30k crit? Yeah, it's a 30k crit. Yeah, so, pretty standard, you know? Put in the new card. It's only got 3 Chatura. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. I think it's still... I'd still want to max out the Chatura. I'd want to max out everything that lets me bind stuff and call out for free, because it's just more multi-attacks, less ways of me losing cards. So here's another full Bronto list that I found. You know, this one's much more to my liking compared to the one from before. But so there's some other quirks that I don't like. But here he's running like 12 grade 3s. He's got the 4 Jaggy Shot and 4 Vanquisher and 4 full Bronto. And then he's got 3 Chatura though. This is the one thing I don't like. I think you still like 4 Chatura. Chatura is just great overall. He's got the Rock Climb, 2 Cho-Oh, and the old Soul Boss 1, draw 1, bind 1. So this is still good. Just more ways to bind things. And he's got the 4 Bajan clone, well the Neo Bajan, and 4 grade 3 Shircher, and only 2 Phoenix. And I don't actually mind having 2 Phoenix. Like Phoenix with the new cards, kind of sometimes a bit awkward to play out. So, like to create the multi attacks, but just creating free field from it is still kind of nice. He's only like 10 grade 1s, lots of grade 2s, like 12, 13 grade 2s. No, less grade 2s. It's 12 grade 3s, and like 11 grade 2s. So yeah, pretty heavy. You can like -1 Jaggy Shot. Like I like Jaggy Shot, don't get me wrong, but you can like -1 Jaggy Shot and like add another Chatura. It's probably fine. And yeah, just running rainbow triggers. I'm not sure if I like the rainbow triggers. 4 crits, 4 fronts, 4 draws, 4 heals. So yeah, this is pretty much full Bronto in a nutshell. So yeah, that's pretty much all the lists for this week. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of, if this sparks some ideas for you, whether you like the new set, whether you like Gurgot or not. Do you think Gurgot should be restricted? Because it's just been dominating things. We will see more results this weekend, more VMC qualifiers, more VGCS overall. So keep an eye out for that. This is still early, right? It's still the first week. People are still figuring out what the best builds are, what should be, you know, what's good, what's not. So yeah, I think the meta will settle down more, and if it's just going to be more Gurgot, then they'll fix it then. Alright? So let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.